a level of support the likes of which nobody's, I don't think, ever seen before. I don't think so. And you're going to see that. And you see how many crooked ballots are being found and turned back in and fraudulent?
I haven't.
Just what I said.
I haven't.
Then they'll say, he doesn't believe in freedom. I totally believe in freedom. That's called freedom. What we're doing is freedom.
These are very
tremendous
weak
problems
sentences.
with the ballots. 50,000 in Ohio, 25,000. You have to see it. I mean, every day there's a story about...
Wait. Did something happen to 50,000 ballots in Ohio? What is he... Donald Trump ballots are not being thrown away in Ohio state dorm. Yeah, he's probably just repeating Charlie Kirk or OAN talking points. Yeah, that's probably it. Like, Trump will confidently say something because he saw it on Facebook the day before. It was Iowa. Okay. Iowa, 50 ballots. 50,000 ballots. Judge voids 50,000 absentee ballot request. Wait. This isn't ballots being tossed out. This is him voiding requests. Wait, this is the opposite. The ruling marks an initial victory for Trump's challenges to absentee voter procedures in 3 counties in Iowa, which is expected to be a contested. This is in favor of Trump. This is a judge voiding absentee ballots. This isn't corrupt ballots being thrown out. This is people acting on the behalf of Trump to void absentee ballots. Oh, here we are? Oh, here we are. Okay. ABC 13 News. Nearly 50,000 voters received the wrong ballots in Ohio. How does your safe mailing feel about it? The Board of Elections said nearly 50,000 voters have received an inaccurate ballot in Franklin County, home of Ohio's capital city, Columbus. Affected voters will be contacted directly by the county, and a replacement ballot will be mailed to them. Wait, how is this an issue? A scanning machine failed? That's it? They printed and a scanning machine failed, and they noticed that they were bad ballots, and now they're just going to replace them? That's it? Wait, that's it? This is evidence of corruption? A machine did a bad job printing, and they're fixing it? That's it? Now, just to be perfectly clear with you guys, just to be totally crystal clear with you guys, okay? In order for voter fraud to take place, a person needs to submit a filled ballot, which is for a person who has either already voted, or for a person who isn't voting and you're voting in their stead, or for a person who is dead, or otherwise you could exploit their non-participation to produce an additional vote. These 3 things are almost impossible to do. Actual instances of voter fraud are statistically insignificant by a pretty huge margin. Usually the closest thing we get to voter fraud are people in the mailing services or in the political offices, usually Republicans, who toss out ballots or fudge numbers when they receive those ballots. That's usually how voter fraud is done. The idea that machines sending bad ballots that end up getting replaced means that that's not voter fraud at all. In fact, from what it sounds like, it seems like these 50,000 ballots couldn't have been filled. If they received the wrong ballots, then they couldn't have been filled. This was categorically incapable of being used as a... Wait, hold on, in chat. Project Veritas bribery, look it up. Yeah, we went over that. Yeah, Project Veritas tried to find evidence of voter fraud, and they had to pay a guy to fake it. They paid a guy. They offered to pay a guy $10,000 to fake a video of him of him engaging in voter fraud. They still retweet the video. Yeah, well, of course. James O'Keefe doesn't give a fuck about telling the truth. He never has, not in his entire career. There's an entire, 3.5-hour documentary on YouTube about his entire career. This dude has been grifting since day one, okay? He fucking snake oiled his way out of the fucking womb, dude. He's a champ through and through. Anyway, okay, so this is complete bullshit through and through. Okay, go.
Ballots. Some thrown out, they happen to have the name Trump. Military ballots were thrown out with the name Trump on them.
That was 7 ballots, by the way, and nobody knows why they were thrown out. That's it. The 7 ballots.
Okay? But I think we're going to swamp them by so much. Hopefully it's not going to matter. And we have law enforcement watching. We have law enforcement watching all those.
And they weren't all for Trump. Yeah, there were 7 Trump ballots, and I think 2 of them were Biden, so it wasn't even a partisan thing. It was probably literally just some dude collected ballots to drop off, and he had to take a deep shit, and he fucking threw them in the trash really, really quickly because he thought it was his backpack or something. Like, it was probably some utterly inconsequential bullshit. But they're treating it like it's like systemic damage.
Ballots, they're being found for a reason. Left-wing politicians like Kamala Harris, who really did not do very well the other night.